Hey everyone, I'm Cliff and I have MS. Speaking of which, I was scrolling through some of the Facebook forums on MS and people were talking about the types of shoes that they wear, and that got me thinking, I think I should review some of the shoes because I go through a lot of shoes. I try to get a lot of exercise to keep the MS under control, and I just wanted to show you a couple of these because the prices are all over the place, the durability is all over the place, but I have a way to quantify and qualify these specific shoes. So let's just hop into it real quickly. Okay, so what do we got here? First off is the ASICS running shoe. I don't do any running, I do a lot of walking with the dogs. And this is the ASICS Cumulus 26. On this particular shoe, and this is all via my Fitbit, which I never take off, I've done 549,441 steps, which is about 261.27 miles. And the cost of this shoe right now is $139. Now, as you can see, the shoe holds up pretty well. And I have to say, of all the shoes I have, this is definitely by far the most comfortable. I also have a little bit of Morton's neuroma from some broken toes, thanks to passing out, thanks to MS. And you can see there's already a little bit of sole wear, but I'm willing to deal with it because it's a very comfortable shoe. And this is a size 14. And I actually don't tie it and untie it, I just slip into it. So I expect the heel to wear at some point. But again, definitely my favorite shoe for getting out and walking every day. It's like walking on pillows. It's just a really nice experience. Okay, let's move into the second one. This is the Skechers Afterburn, and this is the medium width one. Now, I'm very impressed with this shoe because it's still going for $69. I had to add a $47 sole to it right here to make it just a little bit firmer. It was almost too soft on the inside. Now this one's impressive. 1,818,381 steps, which is 865.34 miles. And you gotta see, the sole, there's a lot of grass in here because I use it to mow the lawn, is really not that bad. It's still got a lot of bite on it. And I do have a nasty case of drop foot. So you can see the heel wears on all these shoes pretty good. The drop foot is definitely worse in the summer. I wear this type of shoe mainly in the winter because it's got more grip and we'd like to go out and play in the hills here in North Carolina. But you can tell after over 1 million steps, the heel starts to wear a little bit there and the plastic starts to show. Now I will say in all fairness, this is usually tied and I just slip it on. I don't go through the process of tying my shoes on, which I know wears that heel pretty bad back there. Anyway, for 69 bucks, if you don't need the insert, the insole, it is a deal. This thing lasts a long time. This has seen a lot more trail use and this has seen a lot more road use, which may explain some of the wearing issues we see with the first one, but this is also a much softer material, which makes it much more pleasurable to walk on. Overall, this is a great shoe. It keeps your feet out of the water during the wet months because it sits kind of high. And both of these sit pretty high to support the Morton's neuroma. It's a very level shoe. It doesn't have much of a degree of rake on it. Okay, and the last one, I had to cover this because my wife got me these. This is the Nike Metcon 6 Fly Ease. Now, this was one of the first shoes that ever allowed you to just slip it on without having to tie it. And I'm going to demonstrate that now. I'm going to try to demonstrate it now. Bam, it goes right on. Now, while that seems cool and all, this is by far the least comfortable shoe I have, and I don't even wear it, you can tell from the sole, because it just tears my feet up. There's almost no cushioning in the front end here. The rake on it is very aggressive, so you push a lot of weight to the front, and there's not really much cushion at all back there. So as cool as it is and as easy it is to put on, it's really not a great shoe for my specific use case, and therefore I don't wear it. Also, it's not cheap. They don't make this one anymore. They make a Metcon 7, but even this one is, from what I could find today, is $142 to $178 at retailers online, mostly eBay, because again, this is out of production. It is a well-ventilated shoe. It gets a lot of air through it, which is really nice. And they designed this one in cahoots with somebody that had a disability. So I can't remember, it says get stronger every day on it. And I can't remember the story exactly. I'll try to link to it if I can find it. But neat looking shoe, easy to put on, not a winner in my book. Not comfortable, not very practical, and it really hurts my feet. And it takes my feet a couple days to recover from wearing this one, which is unfortunate because I like it in terms of looks and practicality in terms of putting it on. Again, $139, great, fantastic shoe. I have a feeling my drop foot is going to wear this out well before it ever hits that 1,000,000 step mark. This bad boy with the insole, the Skechers, with the, I think this is Dr. Scholl's insole. No, this is not Dr. Scholl's, this is something else. I'll link to it below. Very comfortable. If you put it on right and don't just slip into it like I do, I think it'll last even longer. Again, impressive at 1,818,000 steps and just very little wear, even with my nasty foot drop where my foot drags on almost every other step. So there you go. I hope you found this useful. I hope that people on Facebook in that group that I'm going to post this to find this useful, because I see a lot of people complaining about feeling ripped off after they buy a $160 pair of shoes that are supposed to help with MS, and then they discover they just don't last very long. That could be the case with this one, but they never claimed that they were trying to help with MS. This is just a running shoe, and it's built as a running shoe, and it just happens to be a super comfortable walking shoe. And even at that price point, I will buy more of these because I get a ton of walking in with these. These are great, fantastically light, well-ventilated shoes that are just so comfortable. Okay, so there you go. Like and subscribe if you found this content useful. These are all size 14 plus. Thank you again. Hope the MS heat is not getting to you here in the middle of summer. It's gonna get warm here where we're at for the next couple of days, so you'll probably see more content from me because I'm kind of locked inside. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Keep on keeping on.